touch, we break. Make it seem like we feel the same. We love what we hate.
Welcome back to our coverage from the 2019 China Cycle Expo in Shanghai. Today we hit the expo floor once again to bring you all the best coverage. We went down some of the side halls today, but one of the things we noticed, as you got further and further away from the main hall, the stands got weirder and weirder. You had entire booths dedicated to things like spoke nipples and kickstands. So we decided to cut that, go back to the main stands to see what interesting kind of things we could find. Come and take a look what we saw.
So walking around, there are so many different brands you've never even heard of. Here we've got a company called Girder. They've got road bikes, they've got mountain bikes, they've got e-bikes. They seem to have a bit of everything. But I really like what they're doing in terms of I like the color schemes. They seem to match up the bikes looking pretty well. Here we've got a full disc brake road bike with 105. And yeah, it just seems to be a good quality full carbon frame and yeah, nice design stuff.
I will call all your bluff, 'cause using bodies isn't good enough. Slow down, this ain't love. Well, we fell apart just in time. Ooh, you say at least it was worth the try.
So here we are on the Aero Stand. You may remember recently I reviewed their Super 5 road bike, but they also have a whole range of bikes, mountain bikes, TT bikes, full suspensions, hardtails. Here we've got one of their TT bikes. I know nothing about time trial bikes, but it certainly looks fast. So you've got the full carbon frame. They've got their own bar set that seems to make, it's their own wheel set on here. Full Ultegra Di2 for shifting. And yeah, just a nice, clean, tidy, aero looking bike for all the TT fans out there.
We keep playing games, can't go separate ways, break up all the same. Well, we fell apart just in time. Ooh,
So here we are with yoyo's brand new aero bike, the R9. As is the trend this year, it's an aero bike with hydraulic disc brakes with fully integrated cables going through their all-in-one stem and handlebar combination. As you can see here, I've got it in this lovely two-tone matte and gloss black combination. They've got plenty of different colors, got like 10 different color options or whatever for both the frame and the wheels. Speaking of the wheels, of course, the wheels are also yoyo SAT 50s. These are the disc brake version, so a bit more aero around where the tire meets the rim. Hubs on these, DT Swiss, of course, always reliable, always bomb-proof. On this particular build-up, we've got mechanical Ultegra. That brings this in a size 49 up to 7.9 kilograms with no pedals. But yeah, super sleek aero profile, you can see. We've got the dropped seat stays on the rear. This down tube is super narrow. That's going to fly through the wind. Again, aero front cockpit with the lack of wires and the all-in-one integration. Seat post is also super aero. A nice aero camtail profile on there. And yeah, just generally a bike that looks like it's going to eat the tarmac for breakfast.
we touch, we break, make it seem like we feel the same. We love what we hate.
So here we are on the new Aero Stand. This is one of their aero bikes, a completely original design. Hydraulic disc brakes all around, internal brake routing to keep it super clean, super aero. The front's really nice. The front of the head tube rotates around with the handlebars. The handlebar design also a very aggressive looking cockpit design got going on up there. Looks very aero on the back. Not only does it look aero, talking with the designer, he said it was actually developed in conjunction with a university here in China, and it's been in the wind tunnel for over half a year, in and out of the wind tunnel. Some other small trick bits on it. The crankset is an original by the same manufacturer, and the oversized rear jockey wheel is also one of their own pieces. They've got this on their Jura Ace rear derailleur here. Yeah, just a super interesting, pretty original looking bike. The wheels again, the wheels are also their own design. They have these special aluminium spokes where the two spokes come into one and then go into the hub. I'm not exactly sure what the advantages are, but it looks pretty pimp.
Well, we fell apart just in time. Ooh, you say at least it was worth the try.
E-bikes are definitely a trend this year. Here we've got a titanium e-bike. So again, you got the battery on the down tube, but a fully titanium frame, motor down here on the crankset. And yeah, I really like the paint job too.
At least it was worth the try.
Not a Chinese product, an Italian product, but still super interesting. Are these saddles from a company called Repent. Handmade carbon from Italy. So you have this main shell, which is super light. And if you're going on a climbing day, you can just keep this on your bike. But then you've got a variety of covers or shells, which you can easily attach to the saddle and then change your style of saddle. So you've got something like this, but if you want to swap out for something without the slit in the middle, you can put this cover on. So a super, super interesting idea from Italy, a company called Repent.
You say at least it was worth the try.
This is one of their upcoming models called the Virus. I thought it was a bit of a strange name, but they explained that they think viruses spread really fast, and so they hope this bike spreads really fast too. As you can see, it's more of an aero bike. It's got disc brakes, of course. It's 2019, so you got fully integrated cabling. None of the cables are exposed, they run through the stem. The stem is actually a split stem design, so if you want to take out a stem, take out a spacer, then you don't have to take out all the cables. You can simply open the spacer and drop the stem down and then put the spacer back on. I really love the paintwork, this candy red. There's also a nice fade on the top that fades to a pearlescent silver. Of course, you got your dropped seat stays to keep it nice and aero. Again, their own all-in-one integrated handlebar on the top, and also an aero seat post. A really nice, clean-looking bike. It looks fast.
There were also a bunch of press conferences throughout the day. The company Shinjo, which is basically the Chinese equivalent of Strava, announced their new super budget head unit, just 99 RMB, like $15 for a GPS head unit. Absolutely crazy. I think that's going to do really well in the Southeast Asian markets and maybe the Indian market, and of course the Chinese market too. We've got a lot more coverage coming in the next few days, so subscribe, don't miss it. We've got day 3 coming up tomorrow, and also there are so many power meters on display. We've got a separate video just for the power meters. We've also got a separate video for the group sets. There are a whole bunch of group sets that you've never even seen before. I've had to put those into a separate video too, so that's coming in the next few days. Please, please, please give this video a quick like so it gets more attention. Again, anything you want to know, anything you want to see, let me know in the comments down below. As always, China Cycling out.